I'm broken like glass. There's a photograph still hanging on the corner of my wall. The colors fade a little more every time I see it all. I still hear your laughter in the silence of this room, like a ghost that never leaves, like a flower that won't bloom. I told myself I'd be okay, I swore I learned to let you go, but every road I try to take leads me back to what I know. And I keep reaching for your shadow, even when you're gone, trying to hold the pieces of a love that's already dead. I'm broken like glass, scattered on the floor. Every little memory cuts me even more. You left me with the echoes of everything we had. Now I'm broken like glass, trying not to look back, but every crack inside my heart still carries your name. And no matter how I heal, I'm never quite the same. I'm broken like glass. The winter found my window before the leaves could fall, and every lonely evening feels the longest of them all. Your side of the bed is empty, but your presence still remains, like a song I can't stop singing, like tears inside the rain. Sometimes I drive past places where we used to lose track of time, wondering if you ever think about leaving me behind. And I keep hearing your voice inside the midnight air, searching through the darkness, pretending you're still there. I'm broken like glass, scattered on the floor. Every little memory cuts me even more. You left me with the echoes of everything we had. Now I'm broken like glass, trying not to look back, but every crack inside my heart still carries your name. And no matter how I heal, I'm never quite the same. I'm broken like glass. Maybe someday I'll stop counting all the reasons that you left. Maybe someday these empty hands won't remember what they held. But tonight the moon keeps shining on the ruins of our past, and I'm standing here alone among the pieces of shattered glass. I'm broken like glass, falling through the light, trying to survive another lonely night. You were my forever, now put them back again, broken like glass. Broken like glass. The coffee's cold beside the bed. The morning feels unfamiliar now. Your picture's still upon the shelf, but it doesn't look like us somehow. I walk these halls like a stranger, counting footsteps in the dark. Every room still knows your name, every silence leaves a mark. I keep replaying every moment like a movie in my mind, searching for the scene where everything started falling out of line. Maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it just changes shape, living in the empty spaces that our memories create. This is the last goodbye, the one I never wanted, the final page of us still leaves me feeling haunted. Your shadow fade into a world that's not mine, and even though I let you go, part of me stays behind. This is the last goodbye, but my heart still asks why. The rain keeps tapping on the window, like it's trying to speak your name. And every song we used to love now feels completely changed. The future that we painted is hanging unfinished on the wall, a masterpiece abandoned when the colors started to fall. I never thought forever could disappear this fast. Became the past. Maybe time will teach me how to live without your light. But tonight the darkness feels a little heavier than light. This is the last goodbye, the one I never wanted, the final page of us still leaves me feeling haunted. I watch your shadow fade into a world that's not mine, and is the last goodbye. The hardest one of my Softly the night moves on, stars begin to shine. But somewhere in my heart, you'll always be a part of the last goodbye. Morning light slips through the blinds, painting shadows on the wall. I wake up reaching out for you, like you never left at all. Your coffee cup is in the kitchen, your jacket's hanging by the door. Little pieces of forever scattered on the floor. The clock keeps moving forward, but my heart is standing still, trying to understand how love can disappear against your will. Every night I tell myself tomorrow won't hurt this bad, but every dawn reminds me of everything we had. It's the empty side of the bed that keeps me awake, the space where you used to be, the silence you made. Every pillow holds a memory, every blanket holds your scent, and no matter how I try, I can't forget. It's the empty side of the bed where I still lose you again. I hear your favorite song playing from a passing car outside, and suddenly I'm back in time, with your hand wrapped into mine. The city feels much colder now, the nights are hard to face. Every crowded room reminds me of your smile, your face. I keep your last voicemail saved, though I know every word by heart. Like somehow hearing your voice can stop me falling apart. I never thought goodbye could echo this long. Now every memory feels like the saddest song. It's the empty side of the bed that keeps me awake, the space where you used to be, the silence you made. Every pillow holds a memory, every blanket holds your scent, and no matter how I try, I can't forget. It's the empty side of the bed where I still lose you again. Maybe one day this room won't feel like a ghost. Maybe one day your name won't hurt the most. But tonight the moonlight falls across your side of the sheets, and for a moment I can almost pretend you're next to me. of our yesterday. Every dream still finds you, every road leads back somehow. Though the world keeps turning, I am still here now. On the empty side of the bed, learning how to live instead. It's the empty side of the bed where I loved you till the end. Soft piano, I reach across the darkness, but all I find is air, and the empty side of the bed still whispers that you were there. The empty side of the bed. The city lights are fading outside my bedroom window. The world keeps turning quietly, but time moves way too slow. Your name still lives inside my phone, though I know you won't call. I trace the letters with my thumb, like it could change it all. The moonlight fills the empty room where your laughter used to stay, and every shadow on the wall reminds me of yesterday. I thought I'd be stronger by now, I thought the pain would disappear, but every night brings back everything I fear. It's another midnight without you, another lonely sky, another thousand questions that never get replies. The stars are hanging over me, but none of them shine through. The darkness feels much deeper at midnight without you. I close my eyes and hear your voice, like a dream I can't hold on to. It's another midnight without you. The records that we used to play still gather dust nearby, and every melody we loved feels like a long goodbye. I walk the streets we used to know, past places we would go, and every corner of this town reminds me what I lost. Sometimes I catch myself smiling at a memory of your face, then reality arrives and puts me back in place. I keep pretending I am healing, but the truth is hard to hide. Part of me left with you the night you said goodbye. It's another midnight without you, another lonely sky, another thousand questions that never get replies. The stars are hanging over me, but none of them shine through. The darkness feels much deeper at midnight without you. I close my eyes and hear your voice, like a dream I can't hold on to. It's another midnight without you. If love could travel through the silence, would you hear me calling out? Would you know I'm still the way your hand fit into mine. But some memories become forever, no matter how much time goes by. It's another midnight without you. My tears still fall the same. Every heartbeat carries the echo of your name. The dawn will come eventually, but I still can't make it through the longest hours of my life. A midnight without you. The stars keep watching over me as I hold on to what's true. There's somewhere in my heart I'll always carry you through every midnight without you. The night keeps moving on, but I'm still standing here, talking to the moonlight, wishing you were near. Midnight without you. Midnight without you. The picture frames are gathering dust on shelves I never move, like they're afraid the slightest touch will erase what's left of you. I used to know your favorite song, every word, every line. Now some of the details disappear, like footprints lost in time. Your voice is getting quieter inside my restless mind, and somehow that's the hardest part of leaving us behind. I thought forgetting would be easy, I thought the pain would fade, but losing all the little things feels like a different kind of break. We're becoming fading memories, like colors washed by rain, a story written on the wind that I can't hold again. The moments that once felt forever are slipping through my hands, and I don't know what's sadder, remembering or watching them end. We're becoming fading memories. I found an old receipt today, folded inside a book, a tiny piece of yesterday that carried one last look. The coffee shop, the summer air, the way you laughed at me. For a second it all came rushing back, the way it used to be. But memories are fragile things, they blur around the edges, and every year that passes by pulls us a little further. I wish I could freeze a moment before it drifts away, before another piece of us gets carried off by yesterday. We're becoming fading memories, like colors washed by rain, when your heart keeps begging for what it already knows. We're becoming fading memories, a photograph gone pale, a melody that used to play now barely leaves a trail. The years keep moving forward, and time won't wait for me. But somewhere in the quiet, you'll always live inside these dreams. Though the details disappear and the seasons keep changing, I'll still carry pieces of you inside these fading memories. Soft piano, I close my eyes and for a moment you're still here, and the silence takes your place, and all that's left are fading memories. Fading memories. Fading memories. The streetlights blur through my window like watercolor tears at night. The storm outside keeps falling, just like the memories I can't fight. Your name still lingers on my lips like a prayer left unanswered, and every drop against the glass feels like another chapter. I swore I'd leave the past behind, pack away what we became, but every cloud above the city still whispers your name. The thunder sounds like echoes of promises we made. Now all that's left between us is distance and the rain. I'm lost in the rain, trying to find my way back to the version of my heart before it cracked. Every road leads nowhere, every light fades away, and I'm standing here alone, lost in the rain. The sky keeps crying for me when I don't know what to say. I'm still searching for you, lost in the rain. The coffee shop on 7th Street still plays the songs we knew. I walked past there this evening and thought I caught a glimpse of you. For a second time stood still, like nothing ever changed. Then reality came rushing back and washed it all away. I keep carrying these pieces of a love I couldn't save, like photographs dissolving slowly beneath the tidal wave. The city feels much colder since you disappeared, and every storm reminds me of the reason you're not here. I'm lost in the rain, trying to find my way back to the version of my heart before it cracked. Every road closed beside mine. I'm lost in the rain with your memory in my hands, holding on to shadows I no longer understand. Every dream keeps drifting like a river to the sea, and every drop that's falling feels like part of me. The sky keeps crying for me as the night slips away, and somewhere in the distance I hear your name. I'm still lost in the rain. Soft piano, the storm is slowly fading, but the ache remains. And even when the sun returns, I'll remember this rain. Lost in the rain, lost in the rain, lost in the rain, lost in the rain. The house still wears your shadow in every corner of the light. Your fingerprints are everywhere, but you're nowhere in sight. The flowers on the windowsill have started turning gray, like they knew before I did you weren't going to stay. I remember every detail of that cold September night, the way you looked right through me as you slowly said goodbye. Some endings happen quietly without a warning sign. One sentence changed forever the story of your life and mine. When you left, the colors left the sky, the music lost its meaning, and I forgot how to fly. When you left, time froze inside my chest, and every day since then has been learning how to hurt less. But no matter where I go or how much time goes by, part of me stayed with you when you left. The mirror shows a stranger trying hard to look okay, smiling for the world outside while falling apart every day. Your old sweater in the closet still carries your cologne, and some nights I hold it close just to feel less alone. The city keeps on moving like nothing ever changed, but every street reminds me of the love we couldn't save. People say that healing comes one step at a time, but they never tell you how hard it is to leave the past behind. When you left, the colors left the sky, the music lost its meaning, and I forgot how to fly. When you left, time froze inside my chest, colder, the nights arrive too soon. When you left, I lost more than a love. I lost the future we imagined, and everything it was. Still I carry every promise, every dream we never knew, and every beat inside my heart still echoes back to you, because part of me stayed with you when you left. So the world kept turning, the stars still shined above, but nothing was the same after your goodbye. When you left, when you left, when you left. There's a shadow in the hallway that looks a little bit like you, and every time I pass it by, my heart forgets what's true. The curtains dance beside the window like they used to in July, back when forever felt so certain, back before goodbye. I still know every corner of the life we used to share, and now the silence fills the spaces where your laughter used to live. The years may keep on moving, but some things never leave. Your memory lingers softly like a secret in the breeze. I'm living with the ghost of our love, haunting every dream I touch. You're gone, but somehow still remain a whisper in my veins. The ghost of our love, walking through these empty rooms. Every heartbeat calls your name, though I know you're gone too soon. And no matter how I run, I can't escape what we've become. The ghost of our love. Your favorite book is on the shelf, exactly where you left it, and every page I turn feels like another quiet wreckage. The city lights look different now without your hand in mine. Every street we used to wander feels frozen in time. I keep replaying conversations, searching for a clue, trying to find the moment when I started losing you. Oh, sometimes I hear your voice inside the pouring rain ghost of our love, still dancing in the dark, still lighting up the corners of my broken heart. The ghost of our love, a story written in the stars. Though the world keeps turning, he never traveled far, 'cause every piece of who I am still remembers who you are. And every tear that falls tonight belongs to what we were. The ghost of our love, soft piano. The house is quiet now, but your memory remains, a silhouette of yesterday, moving through the rain. And I'll keep carrying the ghost of our love. The ghost of our love. There's a box beneath my bed, filled with letters and old photographs, tiny fragments of a life that disappeared too fast. A ticket from my first road trip, a note you left one spring, little pieces of forever hidden in forgotten things. I trace your hand writing slowly, like it might bring you back. But memories are just shadows now, fading into black. We promised we'd be timeless, we promised we'd survive. Now all I have are echoes of the love we left behind. I'm holding pieces of forever, scattered in my hands, trying to make sense of what I no longer understand. Every promise, every dream, every star we used to chase lives inside these broken fragments I can never replace. I'm holding pieces of forever, but forever slipped away. The seasons keep on changing, the years continue on, but certain songs still stop my heart, like you were never gone. Sometimes I see your face in strangers passing by, and for a second I forget the truth I can't deny. We built a world together, brick by brick and day by day. I never thought I'd watch it all slowly wash away. The hardest part of losing you isn't being alone, it's carrying all the love with nowhere left to go. I'm holding pieces of forever, scattered in my hands, trying to make sense of what I no longer understand. Every promise, every dream, every star we used to chase lives inside these broken fragments I can never replace. I'm holding pieces of forever, but forever slipped away. Maybe forever is a measure by how long people stay. Maybe it's the mark they leave long after they walk away. like a story still untold. I'm holding pieces of forever, like treasures from the past. Try to save the moments I thought would always last. Every laugh, every tear, every night beneath the stars, still somewhere inside me. No matter where you are, though time keeps pulling us apart, and life keeps changing shape. I'll carry these pieces of forever until my final day. Soft piano, the photographs grow older, the ink begins to fade, but the love we left behind still remains in pieces of forever. Pieces of forever. The rain arrived this evening, like I knew I'd be alone, softly tapping on the glass, like a voice I've always known. The city lights are blurry through the water and the pain, and every drop that slides down feels like calling out your name. I still leave a light on, though I know you're not coming back. Some habits stay forever when a heart falls off the track. I keep listening for footsteps that never reach my door, holding on to memories I can't live in anymore. There are tears on my window and tears in my eyes. We're falling for the same reason on the same lonely night. The storm outside keeps whispering everything I've been through, and every drop upon the glass reminds me of you. There are tears on my window, and they look just like mine. The photograph beside me still captures your smile, frozen in a moment that only lasted a while. I remember how you held me like you'd never let me go, and now the only thing I'm holding is a love I'll never know again. The silence feels much louder since you walked away, and every empty corner still remembers your name. I wish I could stop replaying the last words that we said, but they echo through the darkness every night inside Now I sit here with my memories and let the storm speak for me. There are tears on my window, running down like years gone by, tracing every promise we couldn't keep alive. The rain keeps telling stories of a love that once was true, and every drop that disappears feels like losing you. There are tears on my window, but the deepest ones remain inside a heart that's still calling out your name. Soft piano, the rain will fade by morning, the clouds will drift away, but the ache you left behind will always stay. Like tears on my window, tears on my window. Still make room beside me when I sit down at the table, like some part of me believes you'll walk in when you're able. Your favorite mug is untouched, gathering dust by the sink, and every little reminder pushes me closer to the brink. The clock keeps counting seconds, but I swear time stands still. Every day I tell myself, tomorrow I will heal. But healing feels so far away when your memory stays close, like a fire that keeps burning long after turning cold. I'm falling apart slowly, piece by piece, day by day, trying to keep my heart together while it slips away. Nobody sees the cracks behind the smile I show, but underneath the surface I'm falling apart slowly. Ever since you let me go, the songs we used to listen to still find me when I'm weak, and suddenly I'm back there, hanging on your every word. The streets we walk together feel like scenes from another life, a beautiful old movie. I never got the ending right. I keep your last message, though I know it by heart, as if deleting it would mean truly letting us fall apart. Everyone says time will help carry me through the pain, but every night I close my eyes and find myself there again. I'm falling apart slowly. good. I'm falling apart slowly, like autumn leaves in the wind, watching every piece of us disappear again. The world keeps moving forward, but I'm trapped inside the past, trying to save a love that wasn't built to last. Nobody hears the silence that follows me wherever I go, and every heartbeat reminds me I'm falling apart slowly, still letting you go. Soft piano, the night grows colder, the stars fade from view, and somewhere in the darkness I'm still reaching for you. Falling apart slowly, I'm falling apart slowly. One more heartbreak. I wasn't looking for forever, just a place to rest my heart. After all the storms I'd weathered, after falling apart, then you came like a sunrise through the shadows I had known. You made me believe again I wouldn't have to be alone. I built my trust so carefully, brick by fragile brick, never thinking someday you'd be the reason it would break. I should have seen the warning signs written in your eyes, but love can make a fool of even the strongest mind. Now it's one more heartbreak, one more goodbye, one more sleepless midnight, one more reason to cry, one more photograph I can't bear to throw away, one more beautiful memory that couldn't stay. And I'm left here picking up the pieces you didn't take, just another chapter of one more heartbreak. The sound of every conversation feels louder than before. The silence keeps reminding me of what I'm searching for. I drive past our favorite places and pretend I'm doing fine, but every streetlight knows the truth. I'm leaving parts of me behind. Everyone keeps saying time will heal these wounds, but time can't change the fact I thought I'd spend my life with you. Some lessons come too late, some scars don't fade away, and some people leave a mark no distance can erase. Now it's one more heartbreak, one more goodbye, one more sleepless midnight, one more reason to cry, one more photograph I can't bear to throw away, one more beautiful memory that couldn't stay. And I'm left here picking up the pieces you didn't take, just another chapter of one more heartbreak. Maybe someday I'll look back without feeling this pain. Maybe someday your name won't sound like the rain, but tonight the ache is fresh, the wound is open wide, and every beat inside my chest still wishes you were mine. It's one more heartbreak, but this one feels different somehow, because I gave you all of me, and I don't know who I am now. One more dream abandoned, one more future gone, one more song about a love that didn't last long. And though the world keeps turning and the sun will rise again, tonight I'm still standing in the wreckage you left in one more heartbreak. Ooh, the stars keep shining like nothing has changed, but my heart still whispers your name. One more heartbreak. One more heartbreak. The house still knows your footsteps, though they haven't crossed this floor. Every room keeps holding echoes of who we were before. The coffee table by the window still catches morning light, but it feels colder than ever since you disappeared from sight. I never knew that silence could have a voice this loud. It follows me through every day and waits for me after dark. Some people leave with words, some people leave with tears. You left without a warning and left me with the years. Now I'm living with the silence you left behind, a space so deep it swallows every piece of time. The conversations ended, but they still play inside my mind. And every night I fall asleep beside your ghost once more, living with the silence you left behind. Your sweater hangs inside the closet like it's waiting for your return, and every little memory feels like a lesson I can't learn. I pass the places that we loved and look away too fast, because every street still carries shadows of our past. The world keeps spinning forward like nothing has changed at all, but my heart is stuck replaying the day I watched us fall. I thought time would make it easier, I thought the pain would fade, but some wounds learn to live with you instead of going away. Now I'm living with the silence you left behind, a space so deep it swallows every piece of time. The conversations ended, but they still play inside my mind. And every every night I fall asleep beside your ghost once more, living with the silence you left behind. If I could hear your voice again, just once before the dawn, I'd tell you all the things I never said before you were gone. I'd tell you how the stars seemed dimmer, how the city lost its glow, how every part of loving you still refuses to let go. Now I'm living with the silence you left behind, a loneliness no words could ever truly define. The future we imagine fades a little more with time, but somewhere underneath the ache, the love remains alive. Inside the silence you left behind, though the world keeps moving and the years continue by, I'll always hear your memory. Inside the silence you left behind. Soft piano, the clock keeps ticking, the moon still climbs the sky, but nothing fills the silence you left behind. The silence you left behind. Lonely tonight. The moon is hanging low outside, a silver tear across the sky. The city glows beyond my window, but it can't brighten what's inside. I hear the echoes of your laughter in the spaces of this room, like a melody still playing long after it's gone too soon. I try to keep myself distracted, try to lose myself in time, but every road I wander down still somehow leads to you and I. The world keeps moving forward while I'm standing in one place, holding on to memories I can never replace. I'm lonely tonight, with your name on my mind, searching through the darkness for what I can't find. Every star above me feels a million miles away, and every heartbeat whispers, why couldn't you stay? I'm lonely tonight, and I don't know how to let you go. The photograph is fading on the table by my bed, but the picture in my memory is as clear as it was then. I still know the way you'd smile when you caught me looking back, and how your hand would find mine like it knew the perfect path. Now the silence fills the hours like an ocean without shore, and every night without you hurts a little more. I keep hoping tomorrow will finally ease the pain, every dawn arrives and leaves me here the same. I'm lonely tonight, with your name on my mind, searching through the darkness for what I can't find. Every star above me feels a million miles away, and every heartbeat whispers, why couldn't you stay? I'm lonely tonight, and I don't know how to let you go. If love could rewrite endings, I'd turn back every page, find the moment we were broken, and somehow make you stay. But time keeps closing doors that my heart wants to reopen, and every dream of you leaves me a little more broken. I'm lonely tonight, more than I've ever been, holding on to pieces of what might have been. The moonlight paints a shadow across the empty side of my bed, and every tear I'm hiding is another word unsaid. I'm lonely tonight, but I'll carry you somehow through every sleepless midnight and every lonely now. I'm lonely tonight. Soft piano, the night keeps breathing, the stars still shine above, but none of them can fill the space you left with love. Lonely tonight, so lonely tonight. Missing you again. I thought I was getting stronger, learning how to live alone. The tears weren't falling as often, the nights felt less like stone. I started opening windows, letting sunlight fill the room, trying to leave behind the shadows that always led to you. But then I heard our song playing from a car passing by, and suddenly all the healing was just another lie. Some memories sleep quietly until they wake again, and pull you back into the places you thought you'd left behind. Now I'm missing you again, like the day you walked away, like my heart forgot the lessons time was trying to teach. I'm missing you again, with every breath I take, every little thing reminds me of the love we couldn't save. I was finally learning how to live without your hand. Then here I am, missing you again. Your photograph is in a drawer, I rarely open anymore, but Tonight I couldn't help myself, like I've done before. I traced the outline of your smile, the one that felt like home. And for a moment I could almost pretend I wasn't alone. The city keeps on changing, new faces everywhere, but somehow every crowded room still feels empty without you there. People say the heart moves on, and maybe that is true, but sometimes healing circles back to everything you knew. Now I'm missing you again, like the day you walked away, like my heart forgot the lessons time was trying to teach. I'm missing you again, with every breath I take. Every little thing reminds me of the love we couldn't save. I was finally learning how to stand where I had been. Then here I am, missing you again. Maybe love never really leaves. Maybe it changes form, living inside old melodies and memories we mourn. And maybe some goodbyes stay written in the soul, long after all the broken pieces appear whole. I'm missing you again, more than I can explain, like hearing your name whispered inside the falling rain. I'm missing you again, though the years have moved along. Somewhere deep inside my heart, you still belong. And even if tomorrow brings a little healing, then tonight I'm here, missing you again. Missing you again. The moonlight fills the room the way it used to then, and somewhere in the silence I'm missing you again. Oh, missing you again. The fireplace is cold tonight, but I still feel the smoke from all the dreams we built together before they went up in hope. Your shadow lingers in the hallway like it never learned to leave, and every corner of this house still remembers what we used to be. I found your name inside my notebook, written between unfinished lines, a reminder of a future that was never really mine. We were a spark in the darkness, a flame against the night, but somewhere along the way we ran out of light. Now all that's left are the ashes of us, scattered by the wind, pieces of a love tapping on my window like it's trying to get inside. Just like all the thoughts of you that I can never quite hide. I still remember that September when forever felt so close. Now forever feels like something I loved and almost chose. The songs we used to dance to play softly in my head, turning every quiet evening into words we never said. Some fires fade in moments, some burn feels unseen. Ours became a ghost of warmth, haunting everything. Now all that's left are the ashes of us, scattered by the wind, pieces of a love so beautiful it couldn't begin again. I keep reaching through the wreckage for something I can trust, but all I find are memories in the ashes of us. Maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it changes shape, living in the spaces that time can never take. Because even in the silence, even after all this pain, a part of me still carries the warmth of your name. Now all that's left are the ashes of us, floating through the years, mixed with all the promises and all my hidden tears. Though the fire has surrendered and the embers turn to dust, I'll always see the beauty in the ashes of us. The ashes of us. Ooh. The night grows colder, the stars begin to fade, but somewhere in the darkness our memories remain, like ashes in the wind. Oh, the ashes of us. The ashes of us. Never coming home. The porch light still burns every night, like it's waiting for your car. A habit I can't seem to break, no matter where you are. Your keys are in the hallway bowl, exactly where you left them last. Tiny monuments to a love that disappeared too fast. The house feels like a photograph, frozen in another year. Every room still holds a shadow, like you never left here. But the silence tells the truth, the one I hate to know. Some people leave for a while, and some never come home. You're never coming home, and that's the hardest part, learning how to live with an unfinished heart. I still hear your name in every song I know, but the road you chose keeps taking you further. You're never coming fell from the branches, the way you slipped away. I found an old voicemail tonight, and listen one more time, just to hear your voice again, before I said goodbye. Everyone keeps telling me that healing takes its course, but healing doesn't change the fact I still wait by the door. Maybe love leaves footprints that never truly fade, even when the person who made them walks away. You're never coming home, and that's the hardest part, learning how to live with an unfinished heart. I still hear your name in every song I know, but the road you chose keeps taking you further. You're never coming home, and I have to let you go. If I could send one letter across the distance and time, I'd tell you that I love you beyond reason, beyond rhyme. I'd tell you that the stars still shine above the town we knew, and every one of them reminds me of a piece of you. But some prayers go unanswered, some wishes fade alone, and some doors close forever without anyone coming home. You're never coming home, but your memory remains like rain upon the window, like sunlight after rain. The future we imagine is a place I'll never know, but I'll carry what we had wherever I may go. You're never coming home, yet a part of you stays inside every beat of my heart, through all my lonely days. Soft piano, the porch light flickers softly against the midnight sky, and for the last time I whisper your name before goodbye. Never coming home, never coming home. Never coming home. 1,000 miles away. The city sleeps beneath the stars while I lie awake alone, listening to the sound of rain against a heart that isn't home. Your picture glows beside my bed in the pale blue light of dawn, a reminder of a world we had before it all was gone. I wonder if you're looking up at the same moon tonight, or if the distance stole the pieces that once felt so right. They say 1,000 miles is only space and time, but it feels like an ocean between your heart and mine. You're 1,000 miles away, but I still hear your voice in every quiet moment. I never got a choice. 1,000 miles away, yet you're closer than my skin, living in the memories I keep falling back within. No matter where I run or how much time has passed, you're 1,000 miles away, but you're still my past. The coffee shop we used to love still opens every day, and sometimes I sit by the window watching strangers pass my way. I remember how you smiled when the world felt incomplete, like somehow just your presence made every hurt retreat. Now the roads are unfamiliar and the nights are hard to face, because every dream still leads me back to your embrace. I thought distance would make it easier to learn to let you go, but the farther that you drift away, the more I seem to know. You're 1,000 miles away, but I still hear your voice in every quiet moment. I never got a choice. 1,000 miles away, yet you're closer than my skin, living in the memories I keep falling back within. No matter where I run or how much time has passed, you're 1,000 miles away, but you're still my past. If I could send my heart across every road and sea, would it find you in the darkness the way you still find me? Would you remember all the promises we whispered to the night, or have they disappeared beyond the distant lights? You're 1,000 miles away and farther every day, but my soul keeps reaching out in ways words cannot say. You're 1,000 miles away, yet your shadow remains near in every song, every silence, every uncried tear. No tomorrow waits for me beyond this lonely blue. Part of my heart will always be 1,000 miles with you. So the stars fade into morning, the sky begins anew, but somewhere past the horizon, I'm still searching for you. 1,000 miles away, oh, 1,000 miles away. Goodbye never hurt like this. I watched your taillights disappear into the pouring rain. The sky was crying with me as you drove away. There were 1,000 words between us. None of them could change the way your eyes stopped holding mine, or how everything had changed. The coffee on the kitchen table went cold beside the door, just like all the plans we made that don't belong to us anymore. I thought I knew what heartbreak was. I'd felt it once or twice, but nothing could have prepared me for losing you tonight. A goodbye never hurt like this, never cut this deep, never turned my quiet nights into battles I can't sleep through. A goodbye never hurt like this, never stole the air, never left your memory hanging everywhere. I thought I'd survive like I always did, but a goodbye never hurt like this. Your sweater still hangs in the closet, like it's waiting for your return. And every time I see it there, another lesson burns. The songs we used to sing together now sound like distant ghosts. Each melody reminds me of what I miss the most. The world keeps moving forward, people laugh and carry on, but I'm standing in the wreckage of a love that's gone. Some endings close a chapter, some endings close a door, but this one took a piece of me and left me wanting more. Goodbye never hurt like this, never cut this deep, never turned my quiet nights into battles I can't sleep through. Goodbye never hurt like this, never stole the air, never left your memory hanging everywhere. I thought I'd survive like I always did, but a goodbye never hurt like this. Maybe one day I'll stop reaching for your hand beside my own. Maybe one day this empty house will finally feel like home. But tonight your shadow lingers in every beam of light, and every part of me still wishes you were here tonight. A goodbye never hurt like this, never broke me down so slow, never left so many things I still don't know. A goodbye never hurt like this, never changed my view of what it means to lose someone who felt like truth. And even if tomorrow brings a little healing, I'll remember how it felt when a goodbye never hurt like this. So the rain has finally stopped, the dawn begins to rise, but your absence still remains behind my eyes. A goodbye never hurt like this. Goodbye never hurt like this. There's a note inside my drawer, written in your careless hand. Words about forever and all the dreams we planned. You swore we'd chase the sunrise through every passing year. Now all that's left are empty lines, and memories are still here. The flowers on the balcony have long since lost their bloom, like the promises we planted that never made it through. We built our future out of hope and painted it in gold, but some promises grow fragile when they're left out in the cold. What happened to the promises, the ones we used to make, the ones that felt unbreakable until they started to break? Now they're scattered through the silence like ashes in the wind. All those forgotten promises I still believe in, though you let them fade away. My heart remembers them. I still drive by our old places where we talked until the dawn, back when every road ahead felt like it belonged. You promised we'd stay fearless no matter what we'd face, but somewhere between the seasons, love slowly lost its place. The photographs keep fading around the edges now, but the vows we whispered softly still echo somehow. It's strange how words can linger long after people leave. Some promises disappear but never stop haunting me. What happened to the promises, the ones we used to make, the ones that felt unbreakable until they started to break? Now they're scattered through the silence like ashes in the wind. All those forgotten promises I still believe in, though you let them fade away. My heart remembers them. The stars we used to chase, the future we imagined, that vanished without a trace. Now they're drifting through the years like pages torn apart. All those forgotten promises still living in my heart. And though time keeps moving forward and teaches me falls on the rooftop, the night begins to fade, but somewhere in the silence your words still remain. Forgotten promises. the ones I couldn't leave behind.